Ow. Oh, my butt hurts. I need powder for my butt.
You ready to begin the Stanley Parable 2?
I'm ready to powder my butt.
Here we go.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
There's a skip. Click to skip. There is a
Stanley
skip
worked
button.
for a company
And
in
the
a big
balloons.
building
That
where he
one's-
was
look at that one,
employee
that's
number
sad.
427. Employee number 427's job was simple.
Is it
He
updated?
sat at his desk in room 427.
I think your
and
chair's
he
hurting
pushed
my butt.
buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a
Stanley.
monitor on the desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And
Nice.
Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley.
Stanley
Something he would never
Parable 2.
quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on
Wow.
the monitor for him to follow.
How
No
sad.
one had showed up to
Balloons.
give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
Kind of funny how the
Never
other
in
balloon
all
wasn't
his
chosen.
years at the company had
Yeah.
this happened. This complete isolation. Something
I think
was
I kinda
very
like these
clearly
better, though.
wrong.
Yeah.
Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
It's new.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply
it's
missed
so
a
new.
memo.
So new.
The bucket!
Wait,
Stanley picked up the bucket.
to the left. Can you? Oh, I thought you could go through there.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
yeah. But you did pick up the bucket. Good job.
Yeah, I got a bucket. And the new
So-
content room is closed.
But this is the Stanley Parable 2.
clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling
God.
him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Bucket is calling to
And
him.
here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was
It
this
is pretty
better than the
nice.
meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was.
Yeah, this looks
How
unsafe.
insightful the
Yeah.
bucket turned out to be.
Bucket
Well,
ending?
Never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Oh.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room. And so
Okay.
the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
But the button. Just puts the infinite hole underneath an elevator.
Oh, good Stanley. I'm glad you
The nearly
found your way
infinite
here.
hole.
I knew you'd find this place eventually.
Oh my god. Okay. The adventure line.
You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you
It's an
very
intervention.
much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content.
What?
We're the ones that matter, Stanley.
The broom
Classic
closet.
characters from the first game, like the adventure line and the broom closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time
It's
with
an
it.
intervention.
Don't you
You
want
only
another
feel safe
story
inside
involving
the closet.
adventure line? We
God.
could make the adventure line
TM.
go somewhere new. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
I do like the adventure line.
Oh, they moved the truck. Huh.
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows
TM.
where it'll go off to next? Oh,
TM.
and it played some
TM.
silly music as well.
Hit TM. God, not this again. Wonder when you
Now
can...
this is what the Stanley Parable is all
What the
about.
fuck, dude?
Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue? Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
What the...
It's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans,
Oh,
Stanley.
yeah, that
Let's
was-
give them
Wait,
more
see if you can
content
go through another
exactly
door.
like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
Don't give up the bucket. God.
Kind of scary.
It's a giant ass ceiling.
What?
You're trapped.
Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket.
Get rid of the bucket.
That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer.
Oh no. The bucket
I think
destroyer.
it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me, it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
God.
Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket.
No.
And then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
No.
Yes.
Now listen to me.
Oh my
It's
God, are you trying to
crucial
break
that
the game
you get
again?
the bucket.
Yeah.
I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait.
I don't think it's working.
Sure, I can hear
I
you
don't think it's a
saying, how
personality
does a
trait.
character with only
God.
one personality trait deserve to join the
Shaking.
pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer,
Turn it off.
you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with
Turn it off.
complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other
button, it's
object
gonna
in this
explode.
game can you even say that about?
Oh
The
God,
broom
it's
closet?
shaking.
Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring
Oh, God.
for after this.
You
Okay,
hit
the
buttons?
Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry
No.
and feed it.
No.
We can't
No, no.
get back to the classic
Can you jump
Stanley
in it
Parable
with the
characters
bucket?
like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that
Goodbye,
damn
cool world.
bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting.
Jump in it.
Do it,
Jump
the
in it.
fans, Stanley. Give the fans
No, I don't-
what they
what if I give
want.
it the bucket?
Hurry and
It exploded.
Did it take you a second
Destroyer.
to realize?
My prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories
God.
about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend.
The
For a
Bucket
moment
Destroyer.
in time that you were here,
We knew you well.
you were magnificent.
Wow. That was great.
What a good game.
What if it transitions to Skyrim right now?
You mean like you did in fucking Kirby?
Yeah.
You didn't even do it from black, you did it from white. No! No!
All of
God.
his co-workers were gone.
Where's my
What did it
bucket?
mean?
Oh, no,
Stanley
is the bucket
decided
still
to
there?
go to
Yes.
the meeting room.
Ah, my bucket.
Perhaps he had Stanley lifted the
Chuck
bucket
the
into
bucket
his
this time.
arms, and a wave of comfort
I've got an
rushed
idea.
over him.
What?
I've got an idea.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the
What's your
meeting
idea?
room, but Stanley had felt the
Got an
bucket
idea.
calling to him, telling
What if
him
the bucket
that
changes
the employee
things?
lounge was simply the place
Yeah,
to
the bucket
be.
changes things.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Oh no.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Oh. This way.
No, said the bucket. Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Good, said the bucket. Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do. Stanley
Wait.
did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him.
Are you gonna
It should
listen?
have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk.
Wait.
But Stanley chose not to think
don't trust
about this
that.
obvious fact.
Jump off.
He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he
wanna play Rocket
unthinkingly
League with the
did
bucket.
whatever the bucket asked.
That change anything?
I mean, this is different so far.
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point.
Oh my
How
god.
could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior.
The word
up to this
bucket is
point,
starting to lose
which,
all meaning
if
to me.
that's true, well,
Yeah, it is.
I think we have to do something about it.
I wanted to
This
play Rocket League with the
misunderstanding
bucket.
could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly.
My
So
God.
much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please.
It's kind of
step in
like
here
holding
for
an
a
item in TF2,
Wait, there's another. Okay.
isn't it?
A little bit, yeah. He took the bucket.
No, I got my bucket.
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll
Is this
tell
a
me
game
whether
show?
or not the thing I'm
Looks
showing
like
you
it.
is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything
My
we'll
God.
ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin. Item 1. Is this a bucket?
Yeah.
The bucket.
Incorrect. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
What? Oh,
What?
you bitch.
Item 2. Is this a bucket?
Yeah.
What?
Incorrect. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
That would just be a bucket.
Item
God.
3. Is this a bucket?
Can I,
Can you phone a friend?
yeah, can I phone a friend?
Correct.
Yay.
This is a bucket.
Hooray! I actually got one.
Item 4.
What?
Is this a bucket?
I'm gonna guess yes.
Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move
told you
on to the
incredible.
next one.
Oh my God, this is amazing.
Is this a bucket?
That is a bucket.
Yeah, obviously it's a bucket.
Correct. This is a bucket.
It has a little hole in the top. It's a bucket.
My God.
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
Is
I'm
it?
kind of tired of your game.
Trick question. Both.
What?
Gotcha.
What the fuck?
It's Schrodinger's bucket.
Oh, you don't have to
Wait,
look
hold
behind
on,
you. I don't
can't
think
find
there's
the
anything
next
gonna
one.
kill
Let
you.
me see, it should be around here somewhere.
You can't leave. Oh no.
Can't get down either.
You have to hit. Yep.
Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here, and I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something, and therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing? Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket?
Wait, what? Yes, nothing is a bucket.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am
I mean,
I
anything's a bucket if you try hard enough.
Stanley, I can't keep doing
Yeah.
this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to
Oh
begin
God,
with.
is he a bucket?
I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely.
No!
Okay, here we go.
No, 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 no.
Not my bucket. He Thanos snapped it.
He did.
What happened? Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear?
Because everything's a bucket!
Was everything a bucket?
Yes!
Every single thing in the game was a bucket. Oh my God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now.
My God.
It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So,
The
tell you
game is a
what,
bucket.
I'll reset everything, and we'll put back all of the buckets.
You can still move and click.
And
huh?
we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person?
Everything's a bucket.
All right, here we go.
Well, here we go.
Everything's a bucket.
Yeah.
The world's a lie.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Do you want to continue in
Stanley
the next
decided to go to the meeting room.
I think
Perhaps he had
we're
simply
recording for
missed
like
a
9
memo.
minutes before we started.
one? Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah.
The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
More bucket.
Wait, what? Doesn't feel right. What?
Yeah, it doesn't feel right. It's different. Oh god. Is it different?
Yeah, that's different.
Stanley
slightly
touched the
different.
bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
You can follow the lift or go new place. Yeah. New bucket line. Bucket.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
The broom closet.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket.
Or
You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy. It's as clear as
Uh-oh.
day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket.
no.
I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is
Oh,
trying
God.
to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend.
The bucket's your best
Can't hand
friend.
it over. Oh, no.
I'm
Getting
sorry.
into name
I'm sorry,
calling
Joey.
Now, it seems. Is this how low
Bucket's
the
my
broom
new
closet
best
is
friend.
sunk
No.
that it has to resort to this
I mean, it's a
string
pretty
of
good
petty
replacement.
insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. Wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting
Oh my
friends.
god,
That your relationship is purely
What the fuck,
superficial
broom
and
closet?
convenient? That your life is so
God.
banal and meaningless
Broom
that you
closet's
feel the
like a
same sort of
homewrecker.
kinship towards
Yeah,
any inanimate
seriously.
object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I've never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really
Fuck you.
tell the broom closet off for its demeaning
Fuck you.
comments. Expand on the
fuck you,
wide
fuck you,
variety
fuck
of
you,
experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point.
my god.
Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket.
You're just
They have
slamming the door.
changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
This is my bucket, bitch.
Go in the broom closet again.
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we go.
Probably you,
Now
Stanley.
it's settled. No more debate, no more discussion.
Wow.
Take a hike, broom closet, with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
God, that's great. Oh man.
All right, I've got a second sticker back here, and I'm
Oh.
going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate. You see, I feel it works because the sticker is also a bucket.
Everything's a
That
bucket.
way, if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, ah, it's a bucket. There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker.
Okay. Sticker bucket sticker.
Okay. Fuck you, broom
You
closet.
know what? I could take the name-calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us the silent treatment. And to be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
Oh my god.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
No.
Downstairs? Ooh, red light. Oh, a
Stan
figure!
Lorraine!
You found one of them.
Nice.
One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job.
Oh my God,
well
now we gotta
done.
collect all of
You
them.
won't
Sure.
buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Looks kind of like an amiibo.
Yeah, a little bit.
Should I or should I go up? What if there's a Stanley figurine here?
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fined for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then, something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
Ah.
He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all.
Okay, looked at him.
That's strange, Stanley.
Oh, God.
thought. Usually the bucket is
It's
a
the
source
endless
of
loop.
guidance and wisdom for me in difficult
just noticed?
times such as these.
Yeah.
He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort. And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket.
Oh no!
Someone else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong. Surely no good would come
what?
from this.
What?
Who knows what sorts of
Where'd it
bizarre
go?
hallucinations Stanley might experience without the
What happened?
psychologically
Where'd the
grounding
bucket go?
presence of his bucket.
Where's my bucket?
Indeed. Now he
Maybe the
noticed
scroll wheel?
rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd.
What'd you do with the bucket?
And now he felt himself floating off the ground.
Oh no.
Gracious, he exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it. Far off
You
in the
lost your
distance
bucket.
now, he heard it, calling to him. Stanley! Stanley, it's me! The
God.
Could it truly be? He rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket after the next. None of them were his. None
No!
of them
Oh no,
were his
there are
special
multiple
bucket.
buckets.
Where's my bucket?
Find it.
He had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then
God,
suddenly,
so many buckets.
froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along.
Oh God, no.
It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
It's inside you all along.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What the fuck?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her
What?
bucket of comfort and security,
No.
and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
Oh, I remember that
Right
part.
away,
Okay.
she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket. Of course,
No
he'd gone
bucket?
mad, ranting and raving
My
about
God.
his later, describing all of his actions and
No
how
bucket?
everything is
No bucket.
predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him. Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter.
Oh my
But
God.
of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself, my life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
God damn. Was that a bucket?
Yes, everything's a bucket. Well, now I guess
Already this was
next
uncomfortable.
time. What?
And Stanley decided that as soon as he
Oh,
found a new
not
space
yet.
he felt safe in, that
This is gonna be so
warmth
long.
spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home.
Oh, the stickers stay.
Oh yeah.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Are you going to go on the
And
lift
here
again?
it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct?
And see what
Was
happens?
No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Or which way are you going?
Stanley took the door on his left
I
to
have an
go
idea.
back to the meeting room.
Oh God, what are you doing?
No,
Said the bucket.
You gonna
don't
jump
go
off
to
the
the
ledge?
meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
But Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms.
Oh my
How
god.
deeply touching.
All right. See you guys. See you guys next time.
Yeah.
Next bucket place, next bucket time.
Bucket later. Oh. The sequel is now paused.
Ah, bye.